back to another episode of Bootleg Onions. And guess what, y'all? We're doing Bootleg live. It's been over a year and a half. And of course, I have to walk 2 blocks.
Did your hair just fall off?
Oh. Bootleg, honey.
Oh my god.
Bootleg opinions.
Hey, squirrel friends. When one video ends, just watch another one. It's called cringe viewing. I support you. Now look over there! Do you know where I get that from?
Jada.
And
Who?
the VH1 at the end.
Oh, the end thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
cringe
okay.
watching.
And I have to walk 2 blocks down to the West Village. No, where's this? I have to walk 2 blocks down to Midtown West to see Jackie Cox. Hey, Jackie.
Hi, Yuhua. I'm so excited to be here. We're at my studio. You know, got some bootleg lights right here. You know, we're making it happen.
You know what? This is the epitome of bootleg because this is not even my studio. But I have to say that I enjoy this so much more because I don't have to sit up in my bedroom and break up every time.
I break it down.
Oh, break it down,
I
you
break
see.
it down. I was like, who are you breaking up with?
Yeah, my lighting system.
You got a man I don't know about, Yuhua?
So as we saw, Eureka came back. Who did you think won that lip sync between Silky and Eureka?
I will say, even though Silky did so amazing throughout the tournament, because she was so focused on trying to get that black bodysuit thingy off, and whereas Eureka was just focusing on the words and the story of the lip sync. So for me, it was Eureka, but for the tournament overall, I mean, you gotta give it to Silky.
Of course, she won 6 times, baby. That is what? Dedication.
Has anyone else won 6 lip syncs in the history of Drag Race?
Me. I am the official and original lip sync assassin. Always copied, but never duplicated.
Right, okay, I'll check on Wikipedia to see if that's true.
Never trust Wikipedia.
I think it could have been Silky's to win as well, and I would have actually loved to see how Silky would have done in this challenge and with this runway, so we'll never know.
We'll never know, baby, if she posted on social media, which, you know, she hasn't been posting. Now, we're up to the top 5/4. Who are you rooting for to win this crown?
Going into this episode, the queens I was rooting the most for were Kylie, Sonique, and Rajah. But I will say Ginger Minj has been impressing me as well. And after this episode, Eureka has a really good chance.
Category for this runway is, oops, I did it again. When was the last time you did it again?
Which is actually the story of my entire drag career. So many of these things I was like, oh yeah, that's happened to me. Oh yeah, I've definitely had a million safety pins holding a dress together. I usually, of course, do the safety pins on the inside, but you know what? Sometimes in a pinch, you're running out and someone can just stab you in the back to put that safety pin in it just to keep the dress on. Baby, I've seen it happen. And then you do one of those things where you just like walk out like this and you just never turn your back to the audience. I've seen it, I've done it. Look for the tapes.
You know what? If something goes wrong with me during a show, I just let it happen, girl. Like, if my wig is becoming a little bit loose, I just fix it in front of the audience, make fun of it. If my dress becomes undone, whatever, let it happen, girl. It's all about having fun. For me, like, I'm not like one of those, I don't know about who's ever out there. Not one of the stuck-up queens like, oh my gosh, falling apart, we have to stop the show. No, the show must go on. And I think that's the New York energy.
That's very much the New York energy because people always are like, why do the New York girls, why are they the way they are? It's because any bar you work at in New York, they just put you on stage, they say you have an hour and a half and you can't leave the stage. You have to just stay on no matter what happens, no matter if you mess up, it's just you and the audience and a microphone and hopefully a good DJ.
And I've worked at the Web and Boots and Saddles, so I know what it's like to work in girl. I know what it's like to work in unconditional labor laws.
I do miss the Web. Yuhua famously is the only person who ever had me come guest star at the Web. We'll put the photo here.
In the link in the description.
The link in the description.
But anyway, this category is oops, I did it again. Do you want to talk about the monologues or no?
I think we're good.
Okay. I thought they all did pretty well.
They all did well,
Yeah.
you know, of course. Kylie, Sonique, we gotta love.
Exactly, and also I thought Trinity K Bonnet did really well in the monologue. She stood out for me. Like, she took you on a journey where it was funny, and then you're like confused. She talked about, you know, catfishing.
Well, based on this episode, it looks like the judges disagree with you, Yuhua.
It's okay, and that's why it's called Bootleg Opinions.
And that's why neither of us won RuPaul's Drag Race.
The beautiful thing about Bootleg Opinions is that we can have different opinions, but we can still go to brunch on Sunday.
And no matter what our opinions are, they're probably bootleg.
Exactly. That's why we call it Bootleg Onions.
Bootleg onions, bootleg funyuns. living our best life. First up, we have Trinity K Bonnet, and her oops fashion moment is, girl, does this happen to you? And you're like, how do I fix it? I've actually gotten decent at actually fixing the zipper in time. Like, I will bust the seam open, redo the track of the zipper, and actually fix the proper zipper, because it's happened to me so many times. I'm good at fixing zippers. Have you ever fixed a zipper right before you went on stage?
No, I've been the same size for the past 10 years, so no.
I got it.
But here's the thing though. I've learned to not just put zippers in the back of my outfits anymore, that it's just kind of stretched, I can just jump it in. Because with the zippers, that they're so tricky that if you're not backstage with someone else, it's impossible to zip up.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
I feel you there. I personally do like a zipper because I like to just be able to like get out of it quickly, but I do think getting into it. People think drag is about, you know, doing a dip or the splits or kicking your face. No, being able to be good at drag is being able to reach the middle of your own back.
It's all about having a hot and flexible body, baby.
Honey, flexible. Zip your own zippers, baby. Then you never need a man.
I don't think you got the reference.
Oh.
Anyway, so we first up have Trinity K Bonnet in a gown, a beautiful gown. And in the back of her gown, she has pins. I think she looks beautiful. Now, would I match the gloves with this gown though? Probably not.
Okay, I wish it was more. What would have been great is if the back of the gloves had also been split and also held together with safety pins, so that just from the front it's flawless, but the back it should be like completely not happening. I actually want the split to go down even further, all the way down the back. Like, if you're gonna give us an oops moment, then it really has to read as full oops from the back and give us that full reveal. It wasn't enough oops.
I thought it was fine, but I definitely think that she can push it. I wish she would came out, I am here, I'm the fiercest queen there ever is. And then when we turn around, we saw all the flaws, like you said, the pins, I even want to see stitches, lacings, even taking it onto the gloves. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Would have given them that extra push. But I thought she completed the assignment, you know.
And she looks gorgeous. And she did well in the monologues, but even though the judges disagree with you.
It's fine. I thought she did really well in the monologue because she gave us funny, she gave us confusion, and then she talked about how this person, she saved his life because the person thought about taking his own life because the person discovered that he was HIV positive, and how she came out her story on season 6, how she was positive in HIV, and that, you know, she thought about just continue living, and that they both share a guardian angel of RuPaul. And I thought, wow.
And end that stigma. I mean, that is a real thing. We are still working every day to end that stigma, baby.
Because what undetectable means, it's
untransmittable.
Exactly, baby. And now there's PrEP, there's PEP, and there's also medications that you can take to be safe. You see, Bootleg is not just about giving opinions, but it's also about education.
That's right.
You know, I haven't done a live show for Bootleg in a long time. This is my first one in a long time. So during...
You're already regretting it.
I'm not half and half, because when we do it on the opposite end, we can always cut out like the shady faces my guests and I make, or like the confusion faces that we make. So now we just have to look very excited when the girl walk down the runway. But the good thing is that we have live interaction.
That's true. Speaking of, who's next on the runway?
Oh, before we get to that, the shady, not shady, but like a precautious queen she is. She said, "You're vaccinated, right?" I was like, "Yeah, girl, I sent her my pass."
I want to see proof vaccination before you come in my studio.
And being the 2021 queen as she is, she hearted the comment, but not text back. Very modern of her. And next up we have Rajah O'Hara, as the judges said, in her color, purple. Move aside, Jen. Purple belongs to Rajah. And she is serving you walking in on the dressing room half dressed. I think it's a cool, fine look, but I thought she could have done more. Maybe have a hanger on one hand.
Yeah.
I think would have sold me more. Oh wow, you just walked in, than just having an unfinished or unzipped dress.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can go with it. I do think the way that the dress is so beautiful, and that color is gorgeous, so we gotta love the color. But sure, we could have gone further. You know, what am I like when people walk in on me? I'm kind of just like, oh hey, like I'm not dressed, like enjoy. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, we could have done
with
like,
consent.
With consent. But I'm like, you know, if you walk into my dressing room, then you're gonna see what you're gonna see, baby. And that's kind of the way I see things. So maybe I would have been like, oh well, and just kind of walk with a little more confidence, like, yeah, and now you're seeing me all here. She has just grown so much as a drag queen and as a competitor through this whole competition that I'm just always excited and so happy whenever she's on that runway. And so I've been loving her this whole season, and I loved her in this too. Sure, she could have gone further. Yeah, maybe a hanger or maybe one leg exposed without any tights or padding. You know, be like, oops, like I haven't finished putting on my pads, maybe one of those moments. I don't know. You could have gone a couple different ways with it.
I mean, now we're just nitpicking because we're up to the top 5 and they're also fabulous. We're just being extremely petty. Not bad at all, honestly.
Yeah, this is like legally the furthest I can critique because I never made it past the top 5.
Now we're just like, oh, your eyelash is a little bit wonky. Oh, there's a piece of pin sticking out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next up we have Kylie Sonique Love. This is her homage to Yuhua. You didn't spend your entire childhood hanging out at the mall food court like I did. This is her homage to the famous mall food court staple, hot dog on a stick. The employees were almost all girls, would wear these like little slutty hot dog outfits. What I always remember as a kid is they would always be like making the lemonade, and they had this like machine that was like ice and lemons, and you'd always see them like there was a little like pedal they had to press. It was kind of sexual, and they'd like press this like thing to make the lemonade. Shout out in the comments if you remember the hot dog on a stick ladies making lemonade, because I was fascinated and I wished I had that outfit, and clearly Kylie Sonique Love also wished the same, which is I think the inspiration for this runway. I love the artistic take of ketchup and mustard. I think it's very like pretty, and I do love because the hot dog on a stick colors are including that red and yellow. It's fun to see that incorporated in the outfit because it's still a beautiful outfit even with the oops.
Who knew that Tina Burner would be on All-Star 6, right? I just thought of this right now. She's pretty.
She's gorgeous. I want to drink lemonade from her.
Speaking of Kylie Sonique Love, when she was talking about her story of how she went to the military and also her mom wanted her to be extra butch, but when she came back, she did drag and she felt free. What a wonderful story. And now she does it every weekend, she said.
Honey, amen. Booked and blessed, she said.
Next up is Ginger Minj serving you curling her hair and then it got burned. Do you remember that meme / video of like, well, several girls, young girls, curling their hair or straightening their hair, and they're like, oh my god, my hair came off.
Yeah, fully broke off. I think one of them went on Ellen. Not that we are watching Ellen anymore, but like, good for this girl to like get on a big TV show just for effing up her hair. It's fun, it's campy. The great thing about Ginger Minj is she'll sell anything. You know, she sells her monologues, she sells herself running down the runway, she sells herself in her lip syncs. Like, she will always sell Ginger Minj 100%, and that's what we're buying.
Speaking of her monologue, when she revealed her ruby red slippers, and I thought, wow, what a great moment to bring that into the monologue. Loved it.
We love a reveal. We love doing that in a monologue. Here's some insider tea. In my one-woman show on season 12, at the end, I did reveal a pair of sparkly, like, drag glasses that was cut for time as kind of like the reveal at the end of my little piece. But you know what? Somewhere on the editing floor, that exists somewhere. We love kind of using the magic of theater to make drag even more than what it is. So I support Ginger. She's a theatrical queen. After this, someone's gonna put her on Broadway. I can't wait.
42nd and Broadway. 2 blocks away. Yes, they're gonna make her wear her Minnie Mouse and her Superman outfit and take pictures.
So let's talk about this runway, because I do think the hair obviously works. I would have loved even more, do like a really like smoky makeup, borrow some clothes from Tina Burner, really get that flame motif. I don't know, something to just kind of like make it even more, but I think she sold what she was going for.
You hated every runway so far, right?
Oh my god, no, I love them all. This is our bootleg opinions, and we're supposed to give critiques. If I don't give my critiques, Yuhua will fire me.
Yes. I actually really enjoy this, honestly, because when she was walking down, she was curling her hair, and then the hair came up, and then we saw the smoke on the curling iron. I thought she gave us a fun, campy runway. The hair was great, except the burning part, and I thought the dress was great. I thought she was selling it down the runway.
Little burn mark. I wish it was like a more. There was a lot of campness to this, and I do love the burn on the hand. And again, like I said, the thing about Ginger is her performance is what always makes everything she does even better. She's such a strong performer, and like, she really sold the burn on the hand, she sells the burn on the dress. She sells it, and that's what I think makes it even better than it could have been, as opposed to if she just walked down. And like,
True.
Next up we have Eureka O'Hara, and this is, I mean, very like Gone with the Wind, fabulous. But also with the hair and also the movement of the dress, it felt very, I don't know, like she was also caught in a storm or like a hurricane or something, which I loved.
I thought this was kind of a stretch. I feel like whereas the other queens had a concept, like Kylie's, you know, she's mixing in the mustard and the ketchup, Rajah walking in the dressing room, Ginger, you know, the curling iron. And also we have Trinity, the safety pins in the back. She's fabulous in the front, but in the back it's a mess. Whereas with this, it just looked like the concept was kind of thrown together.
Oh my god. Again, the judges disagree with you, Yuha. She scored her win this week! And we have to give congrats to Eureka, making it back into the competition, and now she's truly a competitor for the final 3. I will say, I think it was fun and fabulous, and I did like this. This is what I was talking about with Trinity's. It's even more going on in the back, so there's more of a reveal when you turn around.
I thought this was a little bit easier, whereas with Trinity, I felt like she actually did more technical work with the safety pins, whereas just with this, which is like, okay, lift this side of the dress a little bit higher. And
but then like the back is open too, like those open back lapels. Like in theory, it could have been like a dress that went all the way up the back.
Cool. I'm surprised nobody did Oops, I Did It Again, Britney Spears outfit, and then made it a little bit more like, oops.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I thought it'd be kind of cute.
Derek Barry wasn't available.
Now, who is your favorite runway from all of these looks, Jackie?
I'm like torn because all of them really, I think, did well. I think Ginger sold it the most.
I was just about to go there. And my favorite look, I can't believe I'm saying this because every week we like, girl, Ginger for real. But Ginger Minj has won my favorite look for this runway. Again, I thought she executed the concept. She had a full concept compared to a few of the others. And she sold it down the runway with her campiness. So congrats, queen!
We love you, Ginger. And I love Kylie Sonique too.
And my patrons have voted as well. And they have chosen Rajah O'Hara. And Jackie Cox, thank you so much for allowing me in your studio. And where can we find you?
You can find me across all social media at Jackie Cox NYC.
And you can find me under Yuhua Hamasaki on all platforms. Thanks, y'all. And if you had a great time today, our Venmos and our PayPals are in the link in the description below. Support Pandemic Drag!
Bye!
Bye! Alright, y'all, here is my moment of grace where I'll be saying thank yous to those who have tipped me in the past week. So I have James Booking. Thank you so much, baby. Meryl Khan. And we meet again on this special dating app. Oscar Montenegro. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Casey Wolf. Thanks, love. Thank you so much. Marcon Laforette. Thank you, baby. Jerome. Oh, hello there. Hugs and kisses to you, baby. Thanks to all of you. Bye. Till next time.